For A.J. Ewing, 21 years old, just 47 games into his big league career, but he has been pretty productive for a struggling Mets offense. It's a group that offensively, in addition, obviously, the record not being great offensively, they're 28th in runs. They're last in on-base percentage. And they switched the manager from Carlos Mendoza to Andy Green on an interim basis, so a lot of moving parts right now for New York.
And we are back. This is Gaming the Right Way. Whoa. A little bit of a malfunction with my computer with the heat. I'm trying to make sure everything is okay. Sorry about that. Just got in, and there's a 1 out right now on the Mets. Just give me 1 second here. I just want to get the 3D up. It's been a crazy day. This weather is not breaking, and as you know, if you don't know, I don't have an AC in this room, and I just needed to make sure that it was going to be okay for me to be in here. Second pitch. Get my 3D up. Bear with me right here. Let's do everything. All right. So it's a 1-1 count right now on Juan Soto, who's batting .293. There's 1 out. Just starting out.
Blood flew in his face, but he turned away quickly. He's got it all sorted out now. It looked like it's some kind of reaction.
That's the first time that's happened. I didn't get here at the start of the game. Bear with me here. A little bit of an argument. Juan Soto, Green's coming out. Something's going on. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Thought there's something went in. They said something flew in his mouth, but unfortunately, I don't know. Umpires are saying something. Oh. I don't know what's going on. All right. So Juan Soto got a 2-2 count on him. Next pitch is swung on. Still fouled off. Yeah, the weather didn't break here in good old north of the equator, of course. And that pitch is swung on, and that's his strikeout. So we got our first strikeout, unfortunately. 2 outs. Hopefully everybody's all right. Hopefully everybody's they're in a nice cool area. And Bo Bichette's up batting .250. That was a ball. 1-0. Walt Weiss is the Braves manager. He's doing a real good job his first year. Next pitch is low. 1-1. All right, so didn't get the chance to give you the lineups, but .250, 10 home runs, 46 RBIs for Bo Bichette. Pitches a ball. That's a 3-0 count. I will run down the Braves lineup once the inning's over, and the rest of the Mets lineup. And that pitch is a strike call. 3-1. That's Grant Holmes, the pitcher. Grant Holmes. He's 4-4 this year for the Braves. Next pitch is another call strike. We got a 3-2 count here. Whew. Man, it is cooking. 3-2 count, and that's a foul ball. Let me just make sure my sound is good. Yeah, it's all good. Everything's good. All right, we're rocking. 3-2 pitch coming to Bichette, just starting out, top of the first, 2 outs, no score, and that ball is fouled off himself. So we're going to use some of that little stuff going there. All right. Seems to be all right. Could it get any worse? 7 pitches this at bat. It's 3-2 pitch. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that's gonna. Ooh, that's almost gonna hit him. They're gonna. It's gonna be a walk here. First walk given up. First batter. First runner of the game for the Mets, base runner, and we got Francisco Lindor batting .216. Next pitch, first pitch is a strike call. And just to let you know that the 3D might be running ahead, so just let me take care of this. I don't understand 3D sometimes. They go ahead, going behind, but let's just, let me take care of the game, and we'll have some good time. And yeah, it's 0-2 count right now on Lindor. So 2 count, here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Four homers, 9 RBIs this season. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off. Still 1-2. I mean, when the Mets played the Braves in Citi Field, they took 2 out of 3. Can they take 3 out of 4? There's 4 games this weekend. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be the first hit of the Mets for the game. There'll be first and second. Lindor gets a single past the second baseman. Now they changed the lineup. They put A.J. Ewing up first, and they brought Carson Binge, and they put him down to the 5th spot. So don't really know. I mean, Carson Binge is hitting a little bit better than A.J. Ewing, so I don't know the logic. But anyway, Binge is batting .259, so we'll see if it works. He'll have the pitching coach came out. And guess who the pitching coach is for the Braves? If you don't know, it's Hefner. He was a pitching coach for the Mets for like a lot of years, and then now he's on the first place Braves Walt Weiss pitching staff. Staff. But anyway, you got first and second. You got Carson Binge, and Holmes has already thrown 23 pitches this inning. So the Mets are doing their job to, make him pitch, and that's a ball outside. That's 1-0. To show you how hot it is, this can of soda was cold, like before the game before I got on. Now it's getting lukewarm almost. That's how hot. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here to do the Met game. And that pitch is swung on. We got a 1-1 count. First time today we'll put a little action in for the Mets. They are on first and second. 2 outs. Next pitch is a ground ball, foul outside of first. It's 1-2 right now on Carson Binge. Let's see if this maneuver by Green helps the Mets out. Really, not that many maneuvers that the Green has done so far this season. Like I said, since he's been a interim manager, so we'll see. Here comes the pitch, and that pitch is swung on, and that's going to be hit to center field and racing back, and making the catch is Harris the second. So right there is a nice play to end the inning. So you got to give it to him. He made a running. He took off in center field, and he made a leap and made the catch to stop the Mets from scoring. So no runs. One hit, one left. We're going to the bottom of the first. Braves are coming up. No score. Just like that. Braves are showing you why they're the first place team in the National League East. And coming up for the Braves and their lineup will be Bolden, Olson. No, Bolden, Albies, Olson, Dubon, Harris II, ex-Met Dominic Smith, doing really good, Riley, Yastrzemski, and Mato. And going for the Mets is our young player in Christian Scott. He's 2-0 since he's come back from the IL. So that's a bright spot right there for the Mets. Get him going. See what he can do for the rest of the season. And, yeah. Like I said, there is a poll I put out. Who's going to win this series? Or actually, who's going to win the game one? I'm sorry, I didn't put the series. Game one. Plain and simple. See what's going to happen. See if the Met fans come through with their. If they come, we'll do it by the. We'll do it in the fourth inning. Before the fourth inning, and we'll check some scores. I seen there's a score before. I was actually watching that game, and we'll talk about it after this because he's coming right back. But right now it's going to be Baldwin. He's coming up. He's batting .255. A catcher. He's a catcher, and he's batting first for the Braves. So 3.20 ERA for Scott. First pitch is strike one. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. We got a 2-strike count going. He's got 14 homers and 39 RBIs. Baldwin. 0-2 pitch is a ground ball. That's to third base. Bichette gets it and guns it over to first, and that's one gone. The score of that, 5-3. Nice start right there. I would be loving this. I love a quick game and get out of here quick, and then the Mets can win. It'll be a plus. So anyway, brings up Albies, batting .273. First pitch is hit off himself. He's on the ground. That's a strike one. He's getting back up. Limping around a little bit. So a little bit of a timeout on injury. Yeah, right underneath his protection, of course. Right underneath the protection it went. So it just missed his protection. They're out there seeing if he's okay to go and move on. He seems to be all right. He's getting back in the batter's box. 0-1 count. On 1 count, and that's a swinging strike. We got 0-2 again. It's an 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Scott, and that's a, did he swing? Third base umpire says no swing. No swing, says the third base umpire. He's got 13 homers and 48 RBIs this season. Always, he's always good with that. And that pitch is swung on and missed, and that's going to be the first strikeout for Olsen. Scott, I mean, that's 2 outs. And it brings up Olsen. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike. 0-1 to Olsen. He's batting .270. Here comes the pitch. Strike. Up, fouls it off. It's going to be 0-2 into the Mets dugout. 2-strike count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. He struck him out. What a good start. Very nice start. So no runs, no hits, none left. We are going to the top of the second. No score. But a nice start for Christian Scott. So anyway, let's go check out the game. And I'm sure that people heard that the Cubs got demolished 17-1. I mean, just the game yesterday, the Cubs destroyed. Was it yesterday? Maybe it wasn't yesterday. I'm sorry. 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. I'm sorry. 2 days ago. On Wednesday, the Cubs got 23 runs and beat the Padres 23-3. And then they have the day off, and then they come back today, and they get destroyed by the Cardinals 17-1. And for all those Mets fans out there, Peterson, and who didn't like Peterson or liked Peterson, Peterson gave up a career-high 10 runs in that game. He took the loss. So that was that. Right now in the bottom of the third in Washington, you don't want to touch your eyes if you're sweating. But I always do that, and then I'm going to burn my eye out. Anyway, Nationals 2, Pirates 1. In the bottom of the third. Home run from Garcia Jr., his 17th. Lyle, his 9th. And Tenna, his 3rd, all for the Nationals. Pirates got their 1 run by Brian Reynolds, his 12th. So long ball city over there. Twins at Yankees. Yankees looking not to lose to their 8th. I guess it's 8 games in a row. Trying to figure that out. I can't remember that. Hold on. No, yeah, they're trying not to lose their 8th game in a row. It's 1-1. And we'll go back to the game, and we got Young up, I guess. Is it Young? Jared Young, batting .228. It's a one ball, no strike count. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball. That's going to come in, and the left fielder makes the catch. So that's 1 gone. Brings up Francisco Alvarez. Francisco Alvarez. He's batting .245. Here comes the first pitch. That's low and outside. 1-0. Next pitch is outside. 2-0. Two-0 pitch, and that ball is swung on and fouled back. We got a 2-1 count here. Two-one count. Here comes the pitch, and it's a fly ball. That's hit the center field. And the center fielder calls it off, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. Brings up Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty batting .211. It seems like he's getting bulk of the work here. I think they're trying to showcase him. And that first pitch he swings at right to the right fielder, and that retires the side. Very fast inning, so no runs, no hits, none left. We are going to the bottom of the second. No score. Yeah, so I think the Mets are showcasing Beatty. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to put showcase on Beatty, so that way when the trading deadline comes, maybe somebody might want to take him. So, we'll see. Woof. Yeah, no matter what I do, I'm waiting for that. There's supposed to be to break this. It's supposed to be a storm, but it hasn't did it yet. Hasn't done it yet. So it's crazy. Like yesterday, I did the early game, and then after that, I just stayed in my living room with the AC on and just vegged out. Then today, and then now, I figured, I was like, I got to get in there. I got to do this game. And of course, this room is it's like a box. It's like a heat box. So, best I can do right now is hopefully it stays okay for me, and I don't pass out. So, you know? Thank you, Woody. I'm not literally going to pass out, but you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you can pass out. But anyway, I'm here. And okay, we're going to the bottom of the second, and coming up for the Braves will be Dubon. First pitch to Dubon from Scott, who's batting .269, is a ball outside. Eight homers and 45 RBIs. Next pitch is up high. It's 2-0. Next pitch is a foul ball. We got a 2-1 count. Next pitch is up high. We got a 3-1. 3-1 on Dubon. Trying to avoid a walk here. And he does walk him. First batter, first base runner for the Braves, and it brings up Michael Harris the second. Well, when he went against Scott, he went 3 for 3. Oh wow! The first pitch he throws, it is over center fielder's head, and that is into the little waterfall, and that is a 2-0 lead. Just like that, a 2-run home run from Michael Harris II, and the Braves now lead 2-0. First pitch he saw, he deposited in the center field waterfall over there. Just like that, Mets trailed 2-0. It's like he knew that pitch was going to be thrown, and he did it. He was 3 for 3 against them in the last game that he pitched against them. Brings up Smith. Takes a strike call. Next pitch is swung on and missed. That's .278 batting average for Dominic Smith. 2 strikes on him. He's having a real good year for the Braves. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs. Ball 1-2. Dom Smith batting, got 6 homers, 35 RBIs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball again, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Ground ball. Third baseman Bichette gets it, and he throws him out. Score that. 5-3 put out. 1 gone. It's going to bring up Riley. Austin Riley. Is it? Yeah. First pitch is called a strike. He's got a .208 batting average. 8 homers, 38 RBIs. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. .02 pitch, and that's outside. 1-2. The trees are whipping out there now. Something must be brewing. Next pitch is, did he swing? First base umpire says no swing. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Oh, outside. 3-2. Three-two pitch, and that pitch is fouled back. We're still 3-2. I think it's going to rain any minute, or something. Three-two pitch. And he fouls it back again. Still 3-2. Riley making him work. That's 28 pitches so far in this game. Three-two pitch, and that's foul again. Wow. Oh my God, what's going on with those trees, yo? 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's another foul ball. He's been fouling off another pitch. Riley staying on there with the 3-2 pitches. Keeps fouling off. I really don't like when they show the Met dugout and guys are laughing. You're laughing 15 and a half games out. Next pitch is ball 4, and he walked him, so Riley works himself out a walk.
I'm walking here.
He took every pitch, fouled it off, and then finally Scott misses on the 4th pitch, on the ball. It's going to bring up Yastrzemski, batting .222. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Next pitch is inside for a ball, 1-1. I tell you, that guy Green, interim manager, he chews his gum pretty hard, and he got a lot of it. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to be third base umpire says he did go around, so it's 1-2. It's a 1-2 count. There's one out, runner on first, 2-0 from a home run by Harris II. One-two count. And that's ground ball foul, still 1-2. One-two pitch. And it's upstairs, 2-2. Yastrzemski, 4 home runs and 20 RBIs this season. He is the grandson of the great Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Struck him out. 2 gone. And it's going to bring up Mateo. Mateo is batting .259. First pitch to Mateo is a swinging foul. 0-1. Hopefully I do not get knocked off with the power outage. It's been happening around everywhere in this major heat problem, heat wave. Hopefully not. 0-1. Next pitch is ball outside. We got a 1-1 count. Scott's trying to end this right here with the runner on first. 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's a fly ball. That's hit out to center field. Going back, A.J. Ewing to the warning track, and he makes the catch. And that retires the side. But the Braves scored 2 runs on a home run by Harris II. Going to the third, it's 2-0 Braves. They just got 1 hit in that inning. 2 runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Coming up for the Mets will be Torrens, A.J. Ewing, and Soto. I just need to ask what's going on outside. Hey, Ziggy, what's going on outside? Is it going to rain? Ziggy, is it going to rain?
There's about a 55% chance of rain this evening, with a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8:30 p.m. EDT.
The winds are blowing. How bad are the winds out there? It looks like they're blowing pretty bad. No, now she's not going to talk. Oh well. I hear something out there. And I think I see rain on the window. Yep, I do see rain. Here comes the rain again. So we'll see as long as... Hopefully I can be on this broadcast. This is what I'm doing for you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to stay on. If I get knocked off, I do apologize. Brings up Luis Torrens. So the Mets are doing that thing that I don't really like them to do, but they put their DH as a catcher and their catcher. So both catchers are in the game. First pitch from Holmes is a called strike. He's batting .217, Torrens. And it's 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. Next pitch is a ball. It's 1-1. I think really if you're playing your catcher, you're playing both catchers in the game, that could be a serious problem. 1-1 count, and that pitch is swung on and missed. We got a 1-2. But the Mets have done unconventional things all year so far. Oh, wow, look at that. Huh. 1-2. Did you know, I'm not even sure, this is the first time I've been doing the Mets for 43 games now. I did not know that Troy Snicker is our batting hitter. I never knew who our batting coach was. That's ground ball, ball 3-2. Anyway, he is the ex-Atlanta Braves manager, Snicker, which is he's in the stands. He's in the stands watching the Braves and Mets. So I did not know that the Mets hitting coach is the son of the Atlanta Braves ex-coach manager. You learn something new every day, right? We got a 3-2 count right now. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled that back. Still 3-2. Holmes has thrown 41 pitches so far this game. Has a 2-0 lead. Three-two pitch. That's going to be a ground ball right to second and thrown to first. 1 gone. Score that 4-3 put out. going to bring up A.J. Ewing, who's 0 for 1. I believe this is A.J. Ewing's first time batting as a starting leadoff batter. That's 0 and 1 fouled off. I hear that Polanco and Robert Jr. are on the men's, and they're in. There's a ground ball right to first. Oh, he bobbled it. He's going to be safe. He bobbled it at first base. That's going to be an error. On Olsen, he had him. Ground ball. But that's going to be an E3 on Olsen, and A.J. Ewing is on first. Good. I mean, anything you can get going. Because he's got Juan Soto coming up right now. It could tie this game up, really. But he hasn't really done anything for a while now. He struck out his first time up. A.J. Ewing, a threat at first. First pitch to Soto is line drive. Right over. It's going to go. It's a home run. He hit an Apple Taco in the left field. Just like that, this game is tied up. Juan Soto. I just said he could tie this game up, and he did. Juan Soto's first home run since the Braves, the Phillies game, the first game of that Phillies, he had 2. So right there, the Mets have tied it up. Apple Taco. I didn't know if it was going to go, but and what a catch in the Mets bullpen by Perez, the reliever, with his hat. It is 2-2. Juan Soto, that was his 18th home run of the year. Brings up Bo Bichette, who walked his first time up, and that's a strike call. And then a swinging strike, 0-2. And of course, my wife is calling. So it's a 1-2 count. Next pitch is swung on, and that ball is hit. It's in no man's land, and it's going to be caught by Mato makes a nice catch there, gets the out. The center of the shortstop makes that catch. That's 2 gone. It's going to bring up Lindor, who singled his first time up. It's raining. I hope it breaks it. And that's a ball, 1-0. Next pitch is a call strike. We got a 1-1 count here. And that pitch is low. We got a 2-1 count. Two and one count to Lindor. And that's a ground ball. The second baseman gets it. He picks it up and throws him out of first. And that will retire the side. Score that 4-3. But the Mets, on a 2-run home run by Juan Soto, have tied it up. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-2. Wow, I couldn't believe that. That was a... So the Mets get 2 runs on 1 hit. No runners left on. Just like that, with the bat of Juan Soto finally coming through. Coming up for the Braves against Scott will be Baldwin, Albies, and Olsen. And then after this inning, we'll check the poll to see what's going on with the poll of who will sweep this, who will win this series. And I really feel like running out in that rain, but no way. There's thunder and lightning. And that's why I'm worried about my broadcast. Hopefully it stays good, knock on the wood. But I think it might, hopefully it will break this heat wave that we had for the last couple of days. I've never wished for snow and 30 below, or at least 40, you know what I'm saying? To be cold. Anyway. All right, so we got a game now. It's back to tie. And that's all you can ask for. Trying to keep pace, not trying to, I mean, like I said, their lineup is up and down, a good lineup. The Mets just have the first 6 batters. First pitch to Baldwin, it's a ball, and he is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Next pitch is upstairs, 2-0. I forgot to put my home run on my hat. Anyway, I'll do it if they do it again. A lot to think about. 0-1 count. Next pitch is up high. 3-0. It's a 3-0 count. In danger of walking another batter. And that's a strike call. 3-1. Three-one pitch. And that's a fly ball. Hit out to center field. A.J. Ewing calls for it. Makes the catch. 1 gone. Brings up Albies, who struck out his first time up. First pitch is, did he swing? Checking. No swing, says the third base umpire. 1-0. .46 pitches thrown in the bottom of the third since Scott. That's ball. 2-0. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a call strike on the outside. We got a 2-1 count. Man. Two-one pitch. That's fly ball. That's gone, man. Home run into the chop zone, I guess you want to call it. It is now 3-2. Atlanta, his 14th home run of the season, Albies. And just like that, the Atlanta Braves take the lead again. Man, that ball was crushed into the chop shop in right field. I thought it might go foul, but that thing went, when they showed it, it was long gone. Oh, well, it's not going to be easy beating the Braves, I'll tell you right now, in Atlanta. right over the chop house. I mean, brings up Olsen, who struck out his first time up. Next pitch is swung on and foul down the right field line. 1-1. Next pitch is up high, 2-1. Two-one count, and that pitch is swung on him, fall back, 2-2. We got a 2-2 count here. When I talk about a lineup that the Mets needs to have something like it, it's the Braves. Their lineup is solid all the way through. And that pitch is outside, 3-2. So that's what, if you want to compete with the Braves, you need to get a lineup that's, you know, you're afraid to pitch to, put it that way. The Mets just tied it up last inning, and then Albies hits a solo home run to take the lead. 3-2 count, and that pitch is swung on, and that is hits the dugout of the Braves. 3-2 still. So three and two, and that pitch is fouled off again. Still 3-2. Seven pitches for this at bat. Olsen making the young man Scott work to get these outs. 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be upstairs, and that's going to be ball 4. And another walk issued.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Third walk issued by Scott. In the last 10 seasons, Ozzie Albies has the most home runs in the last 10 seasons against the Mets. It's 23. He is a Met killer. First pitch to Dubon, who walked his first time up, is a ball 1. Next pitch is up high, 2-0. Started off very well. First inning, got 2 strikeouts, and then the trouble started with the walk in the last inning. 2-0 count, and the pitching coach is out again. I mean, what can you say to the kids, you know? All right, we're getting ready again. Two and 0. Two-0 count, and that's foul back. 2-1. I think he swung at ball 3, Dubon. That helps the Mets out. Oh, boy. Next pitch is low. 3-1. Getting himself back into trouble, it looks like. 3-1 pitch. And that's ball 4 and another walk issued. That's 4 walks in 2 innings. Somebody better get up in that bullpen, I think, because here comes Harris, who hit a 2-run home run. There is nobody in that bullpen warming up. Harris is 1 for 1 with the 2-run home run his last time up. Not good. All of a sudden, Scott, since the 2nd inning, has lost his strike zone. 4 walks. 1 and 2, first and second, 3-2. Atlanta, first pitch is swung on and fouled back. 0-1. Next pitch is swung on. And that could be, well, he's not going to. He gets the force out. I guess the play at first. Score that 4-3. I don't know why they didn't try to get the double play, but they did not. Here comes Dominic Smith. He grounded out his first time up. So the runners are on 2nd and 3rd. It's almost like a sacrifice. Dom Smith is up. 2 outs. That's a strike call. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. Don't forget, after this inning, we'll check the poll. And then I'm going to run out to the cold air for a minute because it's getting really bad in here for me. 1-1. And that's ground ball foul. Got a 1-2 count here. 1-2 count, trying to end this inning. One-two count. Here comes a pitch, and that's low. We got a 2-2 on 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Oh, look who's there. Look who's at the game. Next pitch is swung on and struck him out. But the Braves add on to a solo home run by Albies. It's now 3-2 going to the 4th inning. So they got 1 hit, 1 run, and they left 2 men on. Coming up for the Mets in the 4th will be Binge, Young, and Alvarez. And let's check the poll here, see what we got, see what's going on with who's going to win the first game. Hey, we got 10 votes. I appreciate it. The Mets with 20% and the Braves with 80%. So we know what's going on now. Reality. I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, that was Stern. I got to boo him. How you doing, man? You good? Yeah. Oh man, it's such a difference. I want to see something. Give me a breeze. I'll take a breeze. All right. Oh, ow! I hit myself. Oh boy, that's smart. Anyway, yeah. So Stern was looking out the window. Must be friends with the owner of the Braves, but this is for Stern. Anyway, it's going to bring up Carson Binge 0 for 1. And Carson Binge flew out his first time up. He takes a strike. Next pitch is up high. And that's Mike, center fielder, gets there. Okay, I thought it was going to be a base hit, but nope. 1 out. All right. Oh boy, I tell you. Ooh, my shirt just feels so cold when I go in there. I might do it all the time. And anyway, Jared Young's up. He flew out his first time up. First pitch is a ball. Well, he lined out in the second, actually. It's almost like a fly out. Anyway, next pitch is swung on and fouled back. We got a 1-1 count. I mean, do I really think that the Mets could win this series? I don't have that in me anymore. Can it happen? Of course it can happen. 1-1 pitch, 2-1 now. You know what I'm saying? Do we want it to happen? Of course I do. But reality, you know? The Braves are a juggernaut. And that pitch is swung on, and that's fly ball right to left field. Didn't have to move a step. 2 outs. Like I said, 3 things have to happen. First thing ain't happening. The pitching is not. You're okay. It's 3-2, but you can't keep giving up runs. The other thing is that the Mets have to hit, not just Juan Soto, you know. And of course, you know, I just think that the batting, and that's a strike swinging from Alvarez, who flew out his first time up, is that the Mets lineup is not capable. Even though they dropped Alvarez down to 7th, they're trying to make it say, well, 7th, 8th, and 9th is the worst hitters, but you know, you brought Young up, the weak hitter go to 6, and then Alvarez to 7, and then you still have Beatty and Torrance. So to me, that's still weak. No matter what you do, you're weak. And you can't do that against the Braves. You got to have your best lineup in. And if this is their best lineup, then I don't know. That's it, strike. It's 1-2, fouled off. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I heard that Polanco, you know, is down at the AAA, and so is Lewis down at AAA. But still, that's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit by Alvarez. And there you go, base hit by Alvarez, who is now in the 7th spot because they're trying to balance that lineup. You know, the 6, 7, 8, and 9. They put him in the 7th spot. There comes Beatty. And like I said, the reason why I think Beatty's in the game now, I think they're just trying to showcase him till the All-Star break. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out, so they didn't bring Ventos. They didn't put Ventos down. They put Short, which I didn't think should have been a Met anymore because he was a Met for 10 games the first season that Mendoza had him, and brought him back now. And they put down Melendez. They kept And that's a ground ball. Oh, that's a base hit. That's a fair ball down the left field line. The umpire says fair. Going to third is Alvarez, and he's going to be safe at third. It's going to be Beatty is on second. Second and third. I did not think that was going to be a fair ball, but the umpire called it fair. So Brett Beatty, after I talk about him, he gets a fair ball right down the third base line. Just fair, they say. His 11th double of the season. It went over the bag, and it went to the. It had to. I could see it go over the bag, so I'm not sure. You can't challenge that. So anyway, Mets second and third. We got Torrens up, who grounded out his first time up. I mean, right now is where we just need to get the RBI to tie the game if you can't get the hit. All you need is a sacrifice fly. He's 0 for 1, like I told you. He's got 1 strike on him. Perfect opportunity. Even though he's a weak hitter, you can get that RBI to tie this game. That's what you got to look for. You got to look for little things to beat the Braves or to stay with the Braves until, unfortunately, if they don't, the Braves will take the bigger lead and, this game will be over. But anyway, it's a 1-1 count. Put that on there for that. And that pitch is a called strike. There is 2 outs, by the way. It'll be nice to get this run in, but there's 2 outs. I just remembered that. So it's a 1-2 pitch right now. And that's where when it's 1-2 pitch and it's 2 outs and it's the ninth batter in your lineup, that's where the weakness comes out of. Most 9 times out of 10, they're not going to score the run. They're going to make out, and that's going to be the inning. And that's what the Mets always... The Mets are like the worst team with 2 outs with runners in scoring position. So, but still got opportunity, 1-2. Here comes the pitch, and that's fouled off. And like I said, Torrens has hit a little bit this year for the Mets. He has hit a little bit more than the last years. The years left. It's still 1-2. Runners on second and third. Mets trail 3-2. Top of the 4th. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be high for a ball. 2-2. Two count. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be strike 3. And that is going to end the inning. And just like that, it happens again. The Mets failed to score with leaving 2 men on base. So no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Braves 3, Mets 2. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, guys? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, the Mets with that lineup is not going to score a run with a 9th place batter. And they had men on second and third. And you need to have I'm telling you, you can't go against the Braves with just 5 guys, 6 guys if you're lucky. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Coming up for the Braves will be Riley, Yastrzemski, and Mateo. And I think Christian Scott will still be in the game. I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? That stuff right there is not the way you're going to come back, even in this game, not along the season. We go into Colorado, and it's 2-0 in the bottom of the 1st with Colorado. Jake McCarthy leadoff home run, his 8th for the Colorado Rockies. What did that say? Now 3-0? Now it's 3-0. It just turned 3-0. All right, 3-0. And Pirates at Nationals. It's 5-1 Nationals. Yankees in a delay because it started raining here, so they're in a delay. 1-1 at in Yankee Stadium, bottom of the third, delay. Trent Grisham hit a solo home run. I think he just came back off the disabled list. His 9th. Orioles 3, Reds nothing. Samuel Basallo, a 2-run home run, his 13th for the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll go back to the game. So, brings up Olsen. No, O'Reilly. I'm sorry, O'Reilly. He walked his first time up. Owen 0-2. Next pitch is a ball. Is it 0-2? I don't know how they do it. 1-2. .72 pitches for Scott, and he strikes him out. That's what he's striking people out, but unfortunately he gave the long ball to them, and that's why the Mets are losing right now. There's always something, right? He has 5 strikeouts in this game, but like I said, he's giving up the long ball. And the first pitch to Yastrzemski, who struck out, is a strike call. Next pitch is a strike call. 0-2. Both teams have both challenges of the ABS. 2 apiece still. Nobody has tried to use it yet. We got an 0-2 count on Yastrzemski. Mike Yastrzemski. Played for the Giants, and then the Braves picked him up this year. Next pitch is swung on, and that is foul. Ooh. 0-2 still. I swear, that was a line drive. I thought it was going to hit the foul pole. But it hit this. It's like it stands. It comes out a little bit before that. And there's a pitch, check swing, foul, left field line. Still 0-2. What's happening with Scott is that the Braves are making him pitch a lot. They're not just, swinging at whatever. They're, up, nope. I would have challenged that. No, up, 1-2. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything that's close, they're swinging and fouling off. So it means to me that Scott's pitchers are not hitting as much. And that pitch is swung on and missed. As I say that, strike him out. 6 strikeout for Scott. And here comes Mateo. Mateo flied out his first time up. I mean, this game is so close. It could have been a tie game, or even the Mets taking the lead last inning. So, that's things you got to watch. You got to worry about. You got to say, well, listen, you had the chance right there. Are you going to get another chance? And that pitch is swung on. The umpire didn't have to check with the first base. Umpire said, you got a strike there. 0-1. Starting to get a little cooler in here, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. There was a little bit of a thing gone outside. That's 0-2, and I'm starting to feel better. Or maybe it's just the when I went in the cold weather. I don't know, the cold thing over there. But what a difference it makes. It's like, you ever see the Christmas special with the Heat Miser and the Mr. Freeze? Well, that's what happened to me. 0-2 count, and he swings and he strikes out the side. Strikes out the side, so we go to the top of the 5th. Mets trail 3-2. Nice inning for the kid right there. That you can't ask for nothing better than that. That was nice. Coming up for the Mets, will be the top of the lineup. A.J. Ewing, Juan Soto, and Bo Bichette. So let's go back to the scoreboard. So yeah, the White Sox are in the at Cleveland. It's 3-1 White Sox, and that's in a delay also. Top of the 5th. So the bad weather is going around. Maybe it's clearing everybody out for the heat wave that we had here. And Vargas, who's on my fantasy team, Miguel Vargas, for the White Sox, hit his 20th home run for the White Sox. And top of the 3rd, the Rays against the Astros in Houston, no score. And everything else later. It's funny because the Phillies are not playing tonight again, like they didn't play that Friday against the Mets, and I know it was Juneteenth when they did that. I don't know why the Phillies are not playing tonight. They're not scheduled tonight. I know they're having some kind of bicentennial, 250 year. I don't know if it's because of that. I don't know, but they're not playing tonight. The Phillies. The only teams that are not playing are the Phillies, and who else are they playing? When they reschedule tomorrow, I'm going to get back tomorrow. The Phillies, the Royals. So the Royals and Phillies do not start till Saturday games. And speaking about Saturday, I will not be doing a Met game. I always do a Saturday afternoon ball game, and I will let you know on my channel what game I will be doing Saturday afternoon. Anyway, let's get back to this game. Mets trail 3-2. First pitch is swung on, and that's by A.J. Ewing, and they go back to he makes the catch at the wall. A.J. gave it a ride, but Harris, the second, makes the catch. One gone. It's going to bring up Juan Soto, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. I'd love to get Juan right back on his, the way he's been, get back to where he used to be. First pitch is called strike. 0-1. Jones is pitching 74 pitches in the top of the 5th. 0-1 count. And second pitch is going to be called strike 2, 0-2. In the bullpen is Minter warming up, so it might be the end of the kid's Scott's game. It might be done. So now you would say he pitched okay. He didn't pitch great because he gave up 2 home runs, and it cost the Mets a 3-2 lead. But struck out 6, I believe. Walked 4, so that's another problem right there. Anyway, 1-2 count to Soto. Here comes the pitch, and that's a ground ball. Hit the second. Albies gets it up and throws to first. It's 2 outs, scored 4-3. Brings up Bo Bichette, 0 for 1 with a walk. So I just get nuts when you see that there's a chance to take the lead. The Mets are the worst, and in the bullpen for the Braves. Then tell me who's warming up. Anyway, he's warming up somebody. Anyways, here's the first pitch to Bichette, strike call. So it might be the end of his night after this inning for both pitchers. 0-1 count, and that pitch is swung on, and that might drop in for a base hit, which it does on the line in right field, and he's going to stay at first. So a base hit for Bo Bichette. Third hit for the Mets. The fifth hit for the Mets this game, right? 5th. And it brings up Lindor, who singled. He's 1 for 2 And the pitching coach comes out to talk to Holmes. He's at 79 pitches right now, so I guess they have the pitch count on him. They know better, and on deck for the Mets after it will be Carson Binge. Runner on first, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 3-2, Braves. First pitch from Holmes to Lindor is called a strike. Oh and 1. Next pitch is outside, ball 1 and 1. This is probably going to be Holmes' last inning also. 1-1 pitch, and that pitch is swung on. That's hit off the first baseman. He didn't get it, but Albies recovers it and gets him out. So that was off of what's his name? Olsen. It bounced off of Olsen, but it went, and Albies played it perfectly and gets the out. So it's really a 4-3 put out. See how the Braves are? They just get the luck that that ball was ticketed, bounced off of Albies. I thought maybe Lindor can get there, but Albies was right there. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Going to the bottom of the 5th, still 3-2 Braves. Coming up for the Braves in the bottom of the 5th, it will be the top of the lineup. Baldwin, Albies, and Olsen. And I don't know if Scott's coming back out for that. So, look like he may be done. Any more games to look at? I don't think so. Let's see. No, we're good right now. Oh, there goes the weather. What the Yankees really need is the rain out because they're 7-game losing streak. First time this whole year. But then, like I said, Aaron Judge, not there. The heart and soul of that team. Just like, and I'm going to say it, and I don't care what people don't like it or not, I think the heart and the soul of the Mets is playing first base for the Baltimore Orioles. Just letting you guys know. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. So, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really care about the signing of Soto. When Soto did sign, I cared about Alonso. Because, like I said, he was there longer and Soto wasn't there yet. Wasn't really a big fan of Lindor. And there's a new pitcher. Like I said, it's going to be Minter, right? Minter? Minter comes in, throws his first pitch. And that's 14 games, no ERA, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. So Minter's back in the game. First pitch was a ball. Next pitch is a ground ball right to Lindor and gets him out. Score that, 6-3 put out. And that was on Baldwin. He's 0 for 3 now. Baldwin, I mean. Here comes Albies, who hit a home run. He's last time up. So, first pitch to Albies was up high. Want to know, was that Minter saying hello? On deck batter is Olsen. After this inning, I'm going to go get a nice beverage. I forgot. Ground ball, right to third. Bichette picks it up and he throws him out of first. Oh, that's 2 gone. Score that 5-3 put out. It's going to bring up Olsen, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. I tell you, Minter has been solid, man, since he got him off the IL. Solid. But how many innings you want to use him, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a ball? I thought that should be a strike, but they called it a ball. Yeah, Minter has been solid. But like I said, Minter is not a type of guy you can go more than 1 inning, really, I think. Next pitch is, wow, 2-0. Mets are not using challenges. There could have been 2 challenges right there, I think. But anyway, it's 2-0. Next pitch is a swinging strike, 2-1. Timeout, Olsen. Next pitch is a call strike, 2-0. We got a 2-2 count here. Four-seam fastball. Cutter, that's what he uses. Next pitch is swung on, and that's fouled out of play. Still 2-2. So he uses a four-seam fastball, and he loves his cutters. Two count. Here it comes. And that pitch is swung on, and that is hit deep. And that baby is gone. From just too many fastballs. And there's another home run. And the Braves now lead 4-2. And that's Minter's first earned runs of the season given up. That's his 21st home run for Olsen. 429 feet. He deposited into right center field. Just one too many pitches. Olsen jumped on it. And like I said, you can't compete with that lineup. And the Mets just, that's how they got their runs tonight so far. 3 home runs. 4-2. And here comes Dubon, who walked twice. And that's a strike call from Minter. Next pitch is high for a ball. 1-1. I want to know why. Can somebody explain to me? Next pitch is upstairs ball. Is he? Again, I forgot the guy's name. So I get upset when I forget the name because I don't. Stern. Is Stearns friends with the Braves owner? Because he's in like a glass, he must be in a suite. But anyway, it's 2-2 count. And I want to know if he's making a deal to get rid of Peralta. Somehow I don't understand why he's with the Mets. And the pitch is swung on a foul back. I mean, we've never seen him with the team. I've never seen him shown. All of a sudden he's shown last inning. I'm just curious why Stern is being shown and why is he in Atlanta. Even though our owner said he was not going anywhere. Stearns was not going anywhere, so that's still fouled off. 2-2. I'm just curious what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I know that the Mets are they're showcasing Peralta. He'll be playing this weekend. He didn't do too good the last Cubs series. And that's a ball. That's 3-2 on Dubon. Dubon's walked twice already this game. He hasn't seen. He's been walking, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so will the Braves make a deal with the Mets? I don't know. But I'm just letting you know. I saw them. They showed them. 3-2. Here comes the pitch. And that's swung on. And that's hit right up left field. They're going back. Soto makes the catch. But the Braves, on a solo home run, extend their lead 4-2, going to the 6th inning. And I'll be back. Just want to get cold soda, not brew. I don't drink. All right. We're back. Oh boy. I need a nice cold one. Anyway. Yeah, so it should be a new pitcher for the Braves, I think. Maybe not. That's Holmes, okay. No, he's still in there. Hold on, maybe not. Hold on, let's see. 3D is showing Holmes, but I don't know. Gotta check the thing. Whew. It's unfortunate, like I said. The Mets. Okay, new pitcher. New pitcher, and that's gonna be, who is it? Next new pitcher, and he's gonna be, can't see. Come on, tell me his name. Dylan Dodd. Dylan Dodd, new pitcher, 17 games, 2.45 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 8 walks. First pitch to Carson Bench, who is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, is a ball. Next pitch is a strike. It's 1-1. So, yeah. So, both pitchers are out of this game. Starting pitchers. Now it's a bullpen. Next pitch is swung on, and that is another pop-up. That's a pop-up. Third baseman says he got it, and that's an out. Riley makes the catch. 1 gone. It's going to bring up Jared Young, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, or a line out and a fly out. Pitch swung on and missed. So. Oh, and 1 pitch is up high. 1-1. One count. Next pitch is a ball. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. And that ball is swung on, and it's 2-2 now. Two and two. Next pitch is outside. 3-2. We got a 3-2 pitch. Three-two pitch. Here comes the pitch, and that's swung. Whoa. That was lightning? Yep. 3-2 pitch, foul back. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, lightning. And there's the thunder. Of course, it's going to go now. Of course. Whoa. And he struck him out. Oh boy, what's going on? I want to stay back from that. Don't like what I got here going on, boys and girls. Strikeout. Going to bring up Alvarez, who's 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is swung on and missed. We got 0-2 already. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Atlanta 4, Mets 2. 0-2 count on Alvarez. Next pitch is foul. A foul. Low for a ball. 1-2. One-two pitch, and that's ground ball off the pitcher into third base, and he might beat this out. He did beat it out, so give him a base hit on that. Alvarez gets a base hit. It should be a base hit. Hit off the pitcher, over to third. Right off his back of his calf, so he gets one of those. And Alvarez beats it out, so I think that's going to be a base hit. Weiss, Hefner, check it, and they're all checking up on him, making sure they're going to see the pitch. Throw some pitches, see what goes on. See if he can continue. Looks like he can throw. He's good. He said okay, and runner on first base for the Mets. And it brings up Brett Beatty, who doubled his last time up. 1 for 2. Now, don't ask me why Alvarez has 2 sliding gloves on. And that pitch is swung on and missed. You don't need your catcher trying to go to second, or your DH catcher, and getting hurt. So I don't understand why he's got sliding gloves on, but that's, just me. Anyway, 0-1 count to Beatty. Next pitch is foul back, 0-2. Now remember, Beatty gave us a double. That might be it for him tonight, getting the 1 hit. So, 0-2 count. Excuse me. Oh boy. 1-2. One-two pitch. Here it comes, and that ball is swung on, and let's hit the short. Nice play. Picked up and thrown to face. I think is his foot on the bag? Well, you got to give that guy a beautiful play to retire the side. Shortstop goes into the hole. He scoops it on his butt, gets up, and throws it. And I don't know if Olsen's foot is on that bag, but you know what? Mets ain't probably going to challenge it. He is on the bag, I think. Anyway, score that 6-3, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Still 4-2, Atlanta. Anyway, coming up for Atlanta, bottom of the 6th, is going to be Harris, Smith, and Riley. Or Riley. I'm sorry, Riley. And I don't know if Minter is going to be in the game. I don't usually see Minter more than 1 inning, but we'll see. As I'm like ducking the lightning. It got warmer in here. It got cooler in here, thank God. But still got to worry about the other stuff. I'm here for you guys. Don't forget, after this inning, we'll check the poll again. Who will win this first game? So far, the Braves, the people that voted for the Braves are correct so far. It's going to bring up new pitcher in the game for the Mets, and it's going to be Kodai Senga. 8 games, 9.09 ERA, 38 strikeouts, 23 walks. This is his second relief appearance since he's been banished to the bullpen. First call is a strike, and Harris is 1 for 2 with that home run and a walk. No, Harris. I'm sorry. Home run, that's it. Next pitch is a strike, 0-2. 0-2 count. Yep, banished to the bullpen. Kodai Senga. See what happens now. His second time around. Or his second time doing this, being in the bullpen. No, first time in the bullpen, but second appearance from the bullpen. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back, 0-2. I mean, the Mets are still in this game, 4-2, so see if we can keep it close. Next pitch is low, 1-2. Now, of course, Senga is being showcased also, probably by Stearns, because Stearns calling the shots. Green is just there to be, the face. And that pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. First strikeout for Senga. That's 1 gone. And it's going to be Dominic Smith, who's 0 for 2. So, yeah. First pitch to Dom Smith is a ball. It's 1-0. Next pitch is a ball, 2-0. Still The Mets have 2 challenges left, and so does Atlanta Braves. Next pitch is swung on, and that's grounded right to first. Flipped up to Senga, and call that an out. Score that a 3-1 put out. 2 gone. It's going to bring up Riley, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And what's going on? Senga, please. Okay. Nothing's wrong. He just. So here we go. Oh, one. I'm sorry. Riley pitched at Riley. Is it going to be a strike call? 0-1, like I just said. I see the future. That's why I did that. No, just kidding. Got an 0-1 count. 0-1. Yeah. Low. 1-1. So, what is that? Yeah. Very nice, babe. I don't want you in here like that. Go ahead. Very nice.
Still 6-1. Did you hear that thunder?
Yes. Close the door, babe.
It's still hot.
Yes, it's hot in here. I know. I don't want you in here. That's why. 2-1. She was showing me one of her things that she do. Very good with her hands, and she's very talented like that. 2-1. Pitch is swung on, and that's 2-2. We got a 2-2 count here. Two, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Singer getting out of this inning, and that's ball 3-2. On deck batter is Mike Yastrzemski. 3-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a fly ball. And actually, A.J. Ewing says he got it, and he does, and that retires the side. So easy 1-2-3 inning for Singer. We go to the 7th. Mets trail 4-2. There you go. See that? Maybe it is good for Singer to do that. Help out the team. Anyway, here we go. And I'll get that in a second here. All right, so coming up for the Mets in the 7th will be Torrens, Ewing, and Soto. And let's check that poll again. Who will win the first game of the series? We got 13 votes. All right, thank you. We got a 23% for the Mets and a 77% for the Braves. So the Braves fans know. They know. They know. Or is this just the Mets fans knowing that the Braves will win the series? I mean, the game tonight. So far, the Braves fans and the people that voted for the yes are winning the game. So there you go. Let's check some scores. I think there'll be some scores that changed. Now in Colorado, bottom of the 3rd, it's 6-1 Rockies. Ezekiel Tovar hit a 2-run homer, his 7th. In National Park in Washington, Nationals 7, Pirates 1. Luis Garcia Jr., his 2nd home run of the night. That was his 17th and 18th home run. And in the Bronx, top of the 4th, the Yankees 3, the Twins 1. The Yankees, nope, shouldn't have said that, sorry. Yankees 3, Twins 2. Just when I look at it, it's changed. Orioles, bottom of the 7th, 3-0. And White Sox 3, Guardians 1, and a rain delay. Still. Rays and Astros, middle of the 4th, no score. And we'll get back to the game. Lewis Torrens is up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Danny Young is in the game. 4.01 ERA. 78 strikeouts, 25 walks for the Braves. Third pitcher for the Braves tonight. Pitch is a ball, 1-1 on Torrens. Next pitch is outside, 2-1. And we'll check that poll one more at the end of at the 9th inning, or at the end of the game. And here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball, right to third, and thrown to first, 1 out. Score that, 5-3 put out. Brings up A.J. Ewing, who's A.J. Ewing. Hold on, they didn't give me what it was. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not A.J. Ewing. He is being pinched hit for, and that's going to be Young. So A.J. Ewing is out of the game, and it's going to be Young in. No, I'm sorry, Taylor. Oh my God, I'm getting him wrong. I see the picture and I'm like, wait a minute. Taylor, he's batting .206, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Tyrone Taylor. And first pitch is a called strike from Young. Next pitch is low. So it's a tough one. It really is. I mean, Taylor is a great outfielder for the Mets. And that pitch is swung on, but he's not a good hitter. He's not that good. And that pitch was 6-3 put out. So what are you going to say? The only thing that you're doing is you're putting him in for defense. And you really need offense to get to this, get the game going. But anyway, it happens. It did. Juan Soto, who is 1 for 3 with the solo 2-run home run in the 3rd. First pitch to Juan. That's going to be a called strike. Juan shaking his head. He don't like it, but he don't challenge. 0-1 count. Next pitch is low, 1-1. So yeah, that's where I don't understand. The kid A.J. Ewing is good in the field and he can hit. Young is not that good of a hitter. He's actually a better fielder than hitting. Anyway, that's 2-1. But I mean, I don't see it. I don't know what he's doing. Is he showcasing the Met team in Atlanta? 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be a ball, 3-1. You know what I'm saying? You don't show me Stearns 2 innings ago, and then all of a sudden, things happen in the Met game. So anyway, 3-1 count to Juan Soto. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a call strike 2, and now he's going to challenge it. Juan's going to challenge it. First challenge for the Mets, and I'm not thinking he's going to get that right. I think it's going to be a strike. I think it is a strike. We'll see. See if I'm wrong. No, it's a ball. Juan's right. Sorry, Juan. Juan knows better than me. Why did I think that? Mets get the challenge right. Juan Soto's going to walk. And it's going to be Bo Bichette. And here comes Weiss. Walt Weiss is making a pitching change. See that? That's a manager. He just put this guy in to start the inning, and now that Bo Bichette's coming in, he's going to make that change. And that's it for he's coming out. Just like that. Don't care how good you've been doing in this inning. Just because you walked Soto and now Bo Bichette is coming up. So right there, that's a good manager in Walt Weiss. See what happens now. Mets will have the tying run at the plate, really, with Bo Bichette. But like I said, you don't see the Met managers do that. You see the Met managers, the last two managers so far, the interim and, of course, Mendoza, would not do pitching changes when they need to. So there you go. We'll see what happens. I just don't like the fact that Green takes out A.J. Ewing and puts in just, I mean, I understand, like I said, Taylor is a good outfielder, but we need hitting. And there's probably one more at bat that A.J. Ewing would have got. But it's been the way the season's been going, so why even think about it ever changing? And you know what Stern said? I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I don't know if it was last week. I don't know, but he said that he still thinks that the Mets get on a run, they got a chance. I think he's just saying that because that's what everybody wants to hear. There's no way, shape, in HELL hockey stick that the Mets are coming back to make any kind of season out of this. This is one of those seasons that when you see on SNY, one of the worst Mets seasons ever, they'll play it as a replay, and you're like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch that. We lived it. Anyway, that's a ball. Bichette is 1 for 2, and that's a ball. And this is Fuentes. Dinder Fuentes. 2.51 ERA and 37 strikeouts, 11 walks. Next pitch is also, that's called a strike. And Bichette is challenging the strike call. So another challenge by the Mets this inning. ABS challenge, and he is correct. Man, that umpire was way wrong. Wow. That was a 2.7 inches away from the strike zone. He called that a strike. Come on now. That is wrong. So it's a 2-0 count on Bichette. My God, how much further you think that? And that's inside for a ball. That's a 3-0 count right now the Mets got. Three and 0 count. Here comes the 3-0 count, and that's going to be called a strike. 3-1. But give me a break with that, man. That was nowhere near the strike zone. He called the strike on that. Here comes the 3-1 count. And that's going to be a swinging foul. Wait, it's actually, okay, it's out. Can't get to it, so it's going to be a foul ball. 3-2. Sometimes these umpires make some bad calls there, man. Now you know once those guys are done with their ABS challenges, the umpires will have his own little strike zone. Anyway, 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball right to first, and that's going to retire the side. Unfortunately, make that an unassisted ground ball to first. So no runs, no hits, 1 left. We going to the bottom of the 7th. Mets still trail 4-2. So Walt Weiss making that change, and it made a successful change. Coming up for the Braves, Yastrzemski, Mateo, and Baldwin. And I think it will not be who was pitching for the Mets. I didn't even remember. Was it Minta? I don't know. Fucking running? I don't know. Seven-inning stretch, people. Oh my God. Crazy game. Long ball for the Braves has done it for them. Also, long ball, but the Mets have gotten their run. So it's all long ball tonight. 3 for the Braves and 1 for the Mets. Mets trailing 4-2, bottom of the 7th. This is a 4-game series, a wraparound Monday. Not like the Mets need this. I think, here's the thing, what I'm going to predict. If the Mets get blown out this series, lose all 4 games, and even if they don't, maybe they'll come out and say, this season's over. They'll let us know in a letter or a email or whatever. Anyway, new pitcher for the Mets. Oh no, Singer still, I'm sorry. Singer's in the second inning. And that's a strike. And Tyrone Taylor took over center field now. Like I said, he is a great outfielder, but we still needed the hits. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 0-1 count to Yastrzemski, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a ball, 1-1. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that this season's over anyway. I knew it. A lot of you guys know it. That's why a lot of us, that's why a lot of you ain't watching this game tonight. And I understand that. But I'm willing to keep, I promised that I would do this, and I will do it to the end of the season, no matter how much it hurts me and gets me upset. But we all know that just because we're playing the Braves, and even by chance if we sweep them or get 3 out of 4, we're not going anywhere, man. But like I said, if they do get swept by the Braves, right, or lose 3 out of 4, then maybe he'd come out and send us an email saying, listen, this season's over and we're just going to, be sellers at the, a ground ball right to first. He's going to flip it over to Singer covering, and that's 1 gone. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, let us, just tell us, right off the bat, this is over this season. Score that 3-1. It's going to bring up Mateo. He's 0 for 2. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't say that, oh, wow, hey, we still got a chance. Fly out and strike out for Mateo. Singer's thrown 19 pitches. I don't know how long he'll go. Like I said, he has a starter mentality, so he can go a while. If he's pitching good, which he looks like he is. First pitch is swung on. That's down to third. That's going to go past. Oh, he called it foul. Wow. He called that foul. And the third base coach. And now Walt Weiss is going out there. I mean, Bichette made the try, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Ground, and they're not going to show you, right? Ground ball. Oh, boy. I think, oh, boy. Did it hit the chalk? Oh, boy, that hit the chalk, the white chalk. It hit the chalk, guys. He called it foul. That's a break for the Mets. You can't challenge that. We got an 0-1 count. He called that foul, guys. That chalk was hit. You can see the chalk. All right. Maybe he's on the Mets side. Maybe what's his name gave him some money. Anyway, 0-1 count, and that's no bunt. He put it back, 1-1. Wow, that was a fair ball, guys. Over the bag, and it went and hit the chalk on the left side of the chalk. You can see the chalk bounce up. Anyway, 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a swung on and missed. We got a 1-2 count. Now that can help the Mets, That could be a change of a game right there, really. 1-2. And that swung on and missed. That's a strikeout for Singer. That's his second strikeout of the game. With a little help from the umpire at third. And here comes Baldwin. He's 0 for 3. Wow. He's not happy. Mateo going back to the dugout, because that was a fair ball. First pitch to Baldwin is a ball. 1-0. I tell you, I don't know. Naked eye. Sometimes the naked eye is no good. That's a strike call. 1-1. But you know what? It happens so fast. You know, the umpire is human. You know what I'm saying? 1-1. Next pitch is a called strike. We got a 1-2 count. 1-2 count. Singer trying to make another perfect inning, which is good for him, especially when people are watching this. You know, and that's ground ball foul. Like, you know, teams that are looking for pitching, starting pitching or relief pitching, whatever you want to use them for. Because I don't think Singer's going to be there anymore if they get a good deal. So, like I said, guys, I think, my opinion, you're going to have Juan Soto, probably Lindor, the two kids, AJ, and that's balls high, upstairs, AJ Ewing, and Carson Binge. Then you'll have maybe you definitely have McLean, and the kid who started tonight, Scott. And that ball, that's strike 3. Struck him out. What is that? Fireworks? Now I know it's fireworks now. That's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no left. We are going to the 8th inning. 4-2, Atlanta. Coming up for the Mets, Lindor, Binge, and Young, unless there's a pinch hitter. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Beatty will be a trade baiter. Maybe Ventos might be trade baited. You know, like I said, once they tell us that it's done, or even if they don't show us, even if they don't say nothing, and it comes and goes, goes to the trading deadline, you're going to know right away that the Mets are not buying. They're selling. So, no matter what Stearns had said, and I wish I could put it on here, that Stearns said, I heard it this morning, I was talking to my wife, I was like, what did he just say? I'm not sure if it was an earlier day, or was it sometime this week, last week, or this month, last month, he said, they asked him, do you think this team has a run in them? Yeah, we just hasn't got it yet. But if we get it on a run, I'm like, what? Where is this run? Where is it, guys? I want to know. I'm looking for it. I'm still looking for the run. Where is this run to get us back to where we need to get to? You lose tonight, it's 16 and a half games out of the Braves and 11 games out of the wild card. So where is this run? That's why I'm saying the only run we're going to get is that we're going to say bye-bye to a lot of players. So there you go. Plain and simple. Everybody will go, and like I said, they'll keep the ones I just told you. You know, Holmes is on a disabled list, so he ain't going nowhere. Anyway, here comes Lindor. Fuentes is pitching strike 1. 1 for 3, Lindor, with that single in the first inning. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. I mean, Lindor is not going anywhere unless there's a big, big deal. You know what I'm saying? He's not going anywhere. So, and Soto will never go until they decide that they don't want him anymore. Like the great Bobby Bonilla, who got his $1 million July 1st, every July 1st. That pitch is swung on and foul ball back. I wonder if that's still going to go until like When's the last time that Bobby Bonilla gets? It's got to be 20, 30 something. He's been getting $1 million every year, July 1st. That pitch is up high. Yeah. What a contract that is, huh? Imagine that, guys. Wow. You haven't played baseball in how many years? I don't know, 30, 20, maybe? And he gets $1 million every single July 1st. Tax-free. And it's a strikeout. Lindor just struck out. No, that's a strikeout. What are you doing? Don't give me my intro. Anyway, strikeout. And it's bringing up Carson Binge, who's 0 for 3. So, yeah. And that's a strike call. So, yeah, you know. I'm not saying that Lindor won't go. If he if he decides to have a, he'll go to any team, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been here for a while, so that's a strike 0-2. But I think it's done. I think Lindor and his wife are done here. 0-2. Next pitch is swung on. That's going to be a base hit over the left, into left field. Carson Binge. Base hit for Carson Binge. And now, here we go again. We got Carson Binge on first, but we got Young, who is not that good of a hitter. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe pinch hit. Well, we really don't have anybody to pinch hit. You got Ventos, who's okay. Then you got the Mauricio. Then I don't know who else is there. Anyway, it's a 1-0 count. 0-3 this 0-3 tonight. 0-3 for tonight. 0 for 3 for tonight. Oh my God! And the pitch is swung on, and that is hit right out to the left fielder, and that's going to be the second out of the inning, just like that, guys. I told you. I don't make these things up. I'm just telling the truth, guys. The Mets are weak in those positions. Now, you flip-flopped Young with Alvarez, and Alvarez is now batting 7th, which he should have batted 6th. But they're trying to get that, weak batter to another batter. And Alvarez is 2 for 3 tonight in that 7th position. 2 for 3 tonight, Alvarez is. And he's got one ball, no strikes. Alvarez can tie this game up if he gets a hold of one, and that's a strike 1-1. But like I said, Alvarez should be in the 6th hole, even though he's 2 for 3 tonight. It would have helped us more in the 6th hole than the 7th hole. 2 singles. On deck batter is Brett Beatty, or if they pinch hit. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's swung on and missed. And usually Alvarez likes to swing, and actually likes to be 0-2 in the count, so he's 1-2. So, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, the bottom of the lineup is weak. Oh, did he swing? He did not. That's 2-2. So, yeah. Like I said, we pull out this is just, everybody should know that the Mets are just going through the motions. Because you have to. And that ball's outside 3-2. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You cannot. You have to play the rest of your season no matter what. Brett Beatty is on deck. So Brett Beatty will be on deck. It's a 3-2 pitch coming to Alvarez. And that's going to be swung on. Whoa. Did he foul tip it? Because that ball went wild. The umpire says he didn't foul tip it. Where the ball? How'd the ball go wild like that if he didn't foul tip that ball? Oh my God, he foul tipped that. Come on, umpire. Are you kidding me? That tipped off the bat. It wouldn't have gone, Ricochet Rabbit. All right, 3-2. I'm going to say, what's wrong with this umpire? We got a 3-2 count. Alvarez got the call. Here it comes. And he swings and he ground ball right to short over the first, and that's the inning. So there you go. Score that 6-3. That's the inning. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left. Bottom of the 8th coming. 4-2 Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Right there proves right there that Alvarez should have been in the 6th spot, because the weakest people it just changes the game. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th for the Braves will be Albies, Olsen, no, Albies, Dubon, and no, I was right. Albies, Olsen, and Dubon. And probably a new, maybe not. I think Singer should pitch it. I really think Singer should pitch that inning, guys. I think Singer, like I said, he's showing a showcase. You know? So. Like I said, I've been a Met fan for years. And you can tell right away when a team is not doing well and they're going to showcase players for the trading deadline. Not saying they're going to get traded, because who would want them on their team? Look what happened to Peterson. The Mets took a deal just to get him off the team, and then he pitched. He pitched okay the first time he pitched with the Cubs, but then he got shell shocked today. 10 runs. Guarantee he's on the next boat out. No boat. Next train out. He'll be shipped down to the minors. Because I don't think Council and the Chicago Cubs brass want that. They do not want that. Anyway, comes up Albies, 1 for 3, a home run, strikeout, and RBI. You know what I'm saying? The Mets got rid of their one headache that they had. Well, 2 headaches. They got rid of their manager, and then they got rid of Peterson, then their manager. But it's going to be more heads rolling. And that's your way you have to, when you're making an omelet, you have to break a couple of eggs, you know what I'm saying? This is how it's going to be, unfortunately, guys. First pitch is a ball from Singer. He's thrown 30 pitches. And the ground ball right to first. And again, this time Taylor takes it by himself, because that's Young at first, Bill, not Taylor. And I hear you, Woody. Is Woody there? Yes, Woody. Woody's been silent tonight because it was hot for Woody. But thank you, Woody, for that. And we got, score that a unassisted out. Here comes Olsen, who's last time up. He's 1 for 2. Home run, a walk, and a strikeout. That's how they got their runs tonight, on home runs. 2 solo and 1 2-run home run to make it 4-2. Ball 1 from Singer. And like I said, you know that Singer is going to show him his best. He's showing it now because he knows that there's a chance that he won't be a Met later on this month. 1-1 count. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I don't, they're going to challenge. The Mets are challenging it, called a ball, and now we're going to see if the umpire is way off again. He's been wrong so far all the time, and he's right this time. So the Mets are down to 1 challenge left. It was a call a ball. It stayed a ball. It's 2-1. And like I said, you want to use them in this, definitely in 8th or 9th inning. Here's a pitch, and that's a ball called again. That's 3-1. So it's just one of those seasons. I mean, just like the Braves last year, they were nowhere to be found. It was a shock. And unfortunately, the Mets couldn't take first place. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get it. They couldn't make the playoffs. They couldn't do it. That's foul ball, 3-2. The Phillies took over, And I thought, you know what? we can take him. We can take him next year. We got, we got Alonso. We got everybody. Yeah. We got some new guys. And then, of course, everything went down the hill once Alonso was traded. Pitcher swung on a fouled off. So, not having Pete Alonso, not having your, I would say, one of the hearts of your team, Brandon Nimmo, 10 years there, And even Jeff O'Neill, take him or leave him, but still, Jeff O'Neill was like a utility madman. And Singer just gave up a home run to Olsen. And now Singer joins the party giving up a home run. That's his second home run of the game for Olsen. Another solo shot. You just can't do that. And they've done it. It's now 5-2. Another solo shot. His second of the game. What are we doing? Why are we throwing fastballs right down the middle to these guys? Almost in the chop shop. Here comes Dubon, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. I mean, you can't do this. You're just giving this team, momentum. Nothing you can do, guys. Nothing you can do. Giving up the long ball is the way they're going to do it tonight. That's a strike call. 1-2. Here comes the pitch, and he swings, and he struck out. Another strikeout. That's his third strikeout, fourth strikeout of the game. No, wait, 1. Yeah, fourth strikeout. That's 2 outs. It's going to bring up Dom Smith. No, Dom Smith? Yeah, Dominic Smith, right? No, Harris, I'm sorry. Boy, I get them all mixed up. Harris is up. 1 for 3 with a home run. 2-run home run. First pitch is a ball. 1-0. Next pitch is swung on, and that's going to be right past the first baseman for a base hit. Well, you know what happens when what happens when Singer starts giving up the runs. He can't get out of a jam. He was doing so well, gave up that home run, and now a single. It just happens. I don't understand. I don't understand it. And there goes the manager taking him out of the game. He's taking him out, Green. And that's it. I told you. I know this team. When Singer just was doing well, gave up the home run, then the single, and then bang, you're gone. Change in the pitcher coming up. Singer couldn't even get through the 8. He couldn't get the job done. Even though he was pitching very well, keeping the game close, then he gave a solo home run. So there you go. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, please. If Cohen can hear me, Cohen, wake up. Tell us this season's over. That way we can just enjoy the rest of the season, whoever you like on the team. Have a great time, making sure, hey, listen, I want Soto to win the whatever, blah, 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 getting home runs, blah, 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 whatever. Like, and just go through the motions, and, so we don't have people over here saying, well, we still have a chance. Or at least Stern thinking we have a chance, because it ain't happening, man. We don't have the pitching. We don't have the hitting. Come on, man. You got to have pitching, and then you need to have hitting. Ridiculous, man. Come on. Well, like I said, not because I'm upset with the Mets, which I am. I don't do Saturday games for the Mets. I will be back on Sunday and Monday for the Mets, unfortunately. But Saturday will be the afternoon game that I do of the week. Saturday afternoon, I pick a team, and then we go from there. So I'll let you guys know what game that is for tomorrow. I don't even know yet, so we'll find out. Anyway, back coming in the game for the Mets will be the fourth pitcher used, and that will be Gerber. And he's not a baby. Well, he might be a baby. You know what I'm saying, Woody. The Gerber baby. Anyway, 5 games, ERA of 1.23, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks in five appearances. So here comes Smith. He's 0 for 3. Throw to first. The runner's back. The runner's back safely. That's 1 disengagement. You get 2. If you don't get him on the third, he gets rewarded the base. I've never seen it. I would love to see it. A 1-0 count to Dom Smith. Here comes the pitch. It's just firecracker, Jaden. Jaden's firecrackers. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. That's why, babe. Don't get nervous. It's not lightning or thunder. I mean, and that's a 2-1 count. She got nervous. That's why. I knew it when I heard it. People still, they get ready for the 4th of July. 2-1. Two-one pitch. And that's swung on, and that is hit to center field, and Taylor's going back on the warning track, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Braves add another on a second home run by Olsen. We go to the 9th inning. Mets trail 5-2. This game, I think it went really pretty fast. I think, right? I mean, unfortunately, not on the Mets side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and none left on. Coming up, last licks for the Mets, and we got coming up will be Brett Beatty, Louis Torrens, and then Taylor. So right there, they put the weak guy at the starting of the lineup now. He's now going to be the first. He took over for A.J. Ewing. So if they don't have any pinch hitters, which they probably will do a pinch hitter, there are 3 weak batters coming up when the Mets are trailing 5-2. You can't have that. You cannot have that. I don't care. You got to start somewhere. You can't say, well, we're losing 5-2, but we ain't got a chance in hell because HCL Hustle start hit sticks because the Mets have weak batters, and now they just added a weak batter to the lineup, taking A.J. Ewing out. I told you, Young can play that freaking outfield. Taylor can play that freaking outfield. That's why he's there. But he is not a hitter. Come on, guys. We got to wake up. I'm looking forward to finding out. I'm looking forward. And I'm telling you right now, I'm looking forward for this team to be a seller. To find out what Cohen's going to do for us as a manager. As the second highest paid. Second highest. The first is the Dodgers, I believe. Oh, it could be the Yankees. I can't remember. But they're the second. And they have money to spend, the Mets, and they don't spend it. Well, coming in is their closer. Is that Iglesias? Yeah, Iglesias is in the game. And Beatty is up. They didn't pinch hit Beatty. He's 1 for 3 with a double. So Iglesias is in. Beatty takes a strike swinging. This is their 5th pitcher of the game. His ERA is 1.27, 31 strikes, 6 walks. And that pitch is swung on, popped up, not even out of the infield. Shortstop makes the play, and that is 1 gone. So I'm giving them these. Yep, they get that in the 9th inning. That's one gone in the 9th inning. Didn't even make it out of the infield. Here comes. Oh, good. Look at this, guys. Torrens is up. Torrens is up. No pinch hitter because we don't have a bull. We don't have a bench. A strike call. There's no bench. That's another strike. 0-2. Oh boy, I'm glad this is the 9th inning because I'm done. I'm glad I'm off tomorrow from this team. I'm gonna be. You check me out tomorrow. I'll be so much different if you never heard from me on an MLB game that I don't have any horse running in that race. I just call the game equal to both, and I don't care who wins or loses. It's a 1-2 count. Well, like I said, I'm still going to do my Mets. I'm just not going to stress myself out anymore. And that pitch is swung on and fouled back, 1-2. I'm on. Even though they broke that 7-game losing streak, it doesn't matter. They're losing again. What? They won one game in the middle of that on a Saturday? Doesn't matter to me. It's still losing to me. Even if you won, you didn't win. Even if you won one game, you didn't win because you're still losing. Still 1-2. Unbelievable this team is. And unbelievable that management is also. Stearns, I don't know what he thinks he is. He's brainwashed. He brainwashed Colin. I can't remember his name. Cohen. He brainwashed him because he's believing all this crap. 1-2 count to Torrens. Here it comes. Ground ball. Oh, base hit up the middle. Base hit past the second baseman. Maybe it's me giving the fuel to fire. Anyway, it's coming up as Young. You could have had A.J. Ewing, but now it's Young up. So, there you go. Young is up, not A.J. Ewing. He came in last in the 7th inning to pinch hit, and he's up. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. That's a called strike right down the middle. You see what I'm saying, guys? And you know that Green, an on-deck batter is Juan Soto. Maybe if you get this man a hit, we got a chance to tie it up. And that's a strike call, 0-2. You know what I'm saying? We got Green, interim manager that doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know nothing. He just goes by what Stearns is. That's why Stearns is staring out the window when I saw him there, looking at his precious team that he got. 1-2 count. Ridiculous. Watch, they're going to make an out, and Juan Soto's going to be up, and it's not going to be the tying run. And he struck him out. 2 outs, and Juan Soto's going to come up, not as the tying run. Not as the tying run. Juan Soto is coming up with the last out. You got to be, you know what? This is ridiculous. And it gets worse when you see this stuff. He's 2 for 3, a double, an RBI against Iglesias. That pitch is a ball. Tonight, Juan is, like I said, 1 for 3, a home run, and a walk. A 2-run home run and a walk. Challenged by Juan Soto. Wait, the Braves challenged it. It's called a ball, and they only have 1 challenge left. Mets have 1 also. It's a 1-0 count. Here's a pitch, and that's called strike. 1-1. You see what I'm saying, guys? Taking out batters, not realizing that, you know what? Juan Soto's there too, you know. What happens if A.J. Ewing could have drew out a walk? He's better walking than anybody else than Juan Soto. And then what happens if Juan Soto would have hit a home run? This game would have been tied. But no, because Green puts in Taylor, And there's a base hit by Juan Soto into second, and then of course, the base hit. Torrens goes to third. He can't score because he's slow. No pinch runner. So the Mets now have first and third. And now, Bo Bichette, who I say all the time, every game has an opportunity for RBIs. And now Bo Bichette has a chance. He's the tying run at the plate. Bo Bichette. First pitch to Bo Bichette is a strike call, and Bo is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. You see what I'm saying? I just don't get it. This could have been changed. It could have been different, this game. And that's a swinging strike down to the last strike, 0-2. It all took place when Young batted, and then you also batted Beatty. Ventos is on the bench, guys. Next pitch is swung on, and that's going to be a base hit by Bo Bichette. And the run's going to score. Going to third is Juan Soto. It's now first and third. And now, see, now you got past the weak hitter. Now you got your better hitters. And Lindor is the go-ahead run at the plate. Can the Mets pull this out? They're going over there to talk to him. Hefner, ex-Met, pitching coach. First and third. Nobody warming up in the bullpen. And now you have your heavy hitters just doing their thing. Soto, Bichette, and now Lindor, who's 4 for 13 in the career against Iglesias. Tonight, he's 1 for 4 with the single in the first. So this game just got a little crazy. But like I said, I still go back to Beatty batting and Young batting. You made 2 outs that didn't have to be. First pitch to Lindor is inside, almost hits him. On deck batter is Carson Binge. Now, are they pitching around Lindor to pitch to Carson Binge? We don't know. 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch, and that's a ground ball right to second. And this game is going to bed. The Mets lose because, and I'm going to tell you because, and I scored that a 4-3 put out. The Mets get 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2 men on. And I'm going to tell you why they lost the game, because they put Brett Beatty up. Torrens got lucky with a hit. He's been better this year. And then you had Young batting for A.J. Ewing the second time. He went 0 for 2 with A.J. Ewing being a guy that can actually work the count and may get a walk. But that's what happens, guys. That's why you lose games. That's one reason. There's other reasons, of course. Pitching, But the Braves beat the Mets. Final score, 5-3. And you can't tell me you're not going to go into this dugout or go into the press conference and say, "Well, we just got to get a little better," like Mendoza's kept saying all year. Well, we were just almost there. We had the time, run at the plate. But no, that ain't happening anymore, guys. That cannot happen no more. You can't do that. Braves win 5-3. They now go to final. Let's see. I'm just curious. Even though I know that now the Mets are 16.5 games out, I believe. Or maybe 17 now, who knows? Because the Braves won. The Mets just dropped back to 12 or 11.5 games back in the wild card. So there's no There's no chances here. There's nothing. That's another loss for the month. All right? I got my calendar right here, guys. We lost on the first, 9-3. We were off on Thursday. You can't win or lose that day. Right? And then, of course, they lost tonight. So 2 losses in the month of July, in the first start of the month. And like I said, they got 3 games left with the Braves. So, yeah, I mean, come on. You had an opportunity in the 9th inning and you blew it. You blew it. Because you take out guys that should be in the game, and you don't put guys that you take out, and you don't put guys in that should be pinch hitting. So there you go. Anyway, guys, what a night. I actually got cooler here. Thank God. I didn't think I was going to make it through the freaking rest of the game. Thank you for the storm, cooling it down. If you are around tomorrow, you can check me out on the Saturday game of the week. For me, I will think about it tonight, and I will put it up there sometime. Of course, before the afternoon tomorrow. But unfortunately, no happy recap. We've had a happy recap with the Mets since. Well, we haven't won a series in a long time. But we did win a game 2 Saturdays ago. His first ever, Green's first ever win. Green's first ever win, right? I think he's won 2 games this year. I can't remember. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the 4th of July. If you don't hang out, if I don't see you, and if not, I'll be back on Sunday for more punishment of the New York Mets. All right. I'd like to thank my friend Woody. That's my friend Woody right there. Woody, what do you think about the Mets? I don't know. Woody's. Oh, okay, Woody. I know. Well, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And like I said, if I don't see you, happy 4th to you and yours. A safe one. And if not, I'll see you. If I don't see you on tomorrow's game, I will check you out. You'll check me on Monday. Boy, I can't remember what I'm doing anymore. Sunday for the Mets game. All right? Thanks a lot, guys. See you on the other side, and let's go Mets.